A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to talk about a specific question in Prashna. But before that, a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing, subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your questions, your suggestions, your comments there. So, many a times it so happens that children in their, or anybody else for that matter, in their anger, do things that are harmful. One of them being leaving the home and going away. This puts the other person on the other side in a little bit of distress. So this once last week happened with me also. I got a prashna from a mother who was worried that because of a tiff between her husband, that is the father of the child, and the young boy simply said, I cannot tolerate it any longer, and put all his things in one place and went away. So she wanted to know how he would be and will he come back home. So when we are going to see the prashna about coming back home, one thing is very important here is that we need to see the fourth house, the lagna, the fourth house, and the karak is for a home. We know that it is Mars, landed property, Jupiter for family and children and all these things. So it's the prashna that came up that was put forward for us with C. But here I have an interesting point to tell you about. In my webinar on seeing nakshatras in divisional charts, I've shown how we can correlate nakshatras in divisional charts also. Two, I had also told you in one of the prashna sessions that we should also take into consideration the relevant divisional chart for the prashna. So here I am going to take the D4 because the home becomes an important focal point for consideration. As I have always mentioned, the D9 is important when we want to check how strong a planet is. So here I will be seeing three charts, two divisional. One of them is the D9 for checking the strength of the planet. And the second one that I'll take up is the D4 to again see what the answer should finally be. So the lagna, because it was asked at around 19 hours, 7 o'clock in the evening. So the lagna here came to be the Dhanu lagna or the Sagittarius lagna. And the lagna lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is in the fourth house itself of Pisces. That's a good sign, fourth lord in fourth house. And it's well cemented. However, you see it's also under a little bit of strain because there is an existence of the Pap Kartari yoke. Okay. Now, we also see that the ninth lord being Sun, which is there in the seventh house of open enemies or fights also, along with the seventh lord, has created much discord. Mercury is in Mrigashira. The person is absolutely lost somewhere, and Sun is in Adra. Adra, Sun, representation of father because it's the ninth lord, and very clearly showing that the child had differences with the father. Jupiter is, however, strong because in the D9, again, it's in the fourth house. We should also remember that Jupiter gets exalted in the fourth house of the natural Kundali. That means that is the place where Jupiter is showing quite a lot of strength. And it is with Mercury and Rahu. Mercury is the planet of value for the D9 and Rahu is showing something different. It can show misunderstandings for all intents and purposes, but the child will come back. And how can I cement that with the D4? With the D4, I see that the lagna here is Gemini. The fourth lord for the D4 is the Mercury itself, and Mercury is Digbali in the lagna. What more? The fourth lord of the D1 being Jupiter is also sitting on the lagna. That means it is also Digbali on the lagna. And we see that Sun is again in the seventh house from the lagna, cementing there is strong issues, but the child will come back. As I told you that I have shown in my webinar in English about how to see the Lord, or how to see the problems, or how to see the nakshatras from the divisional charts. Here again, I'm taking the divisional chart of D4 and I'm applying Jupiter is in Punarvasu, Mercury is in Adra. So very carefully after, and what more, Lagna is in Mritsara. Understand that fact that the child must have gone through a lot of options, understood that at the moment the best option available to him, in spite of all the differences that he has with his parents, is to come back home. And within 2 days, we came to know that the child had decided that he'll give some time out for cooling, had to finish a certain job for 15-20 days, and then would be back again. So it's very easy to understand certain themes if we know these nakshatras and divisional charts in detail, which I will be teaching in my divisional charts course, obviously. So till we meet with you again, stay safe. Thank you. Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.